Welcome, folks, to the quite bustling streets of Bahrain in the city of Manama, the capital. I'm surprised at what I'm seeing here so far. Quite a lot of activity here in the market in the older part of the city, and I'm really excited to visit this country around 4 years after the signing of the Abraham Accords, in which Israel and Bahrain normalized their relations. One of the most important moments in this region for many generations. And before that accord was signed, for many years, in the talks about a possible new country signing a deal with Israel, Bahrain was always at the top of the list. Mainly because of the long history of tolerance in this little kingdom and the existence of a Jewish community here that goes back over 100 years. And they're selling a lot of different things here: gold, spices, souvenirs, clothes, anything and everything. And we're here on our way. Hello, my friend. What are you selling here? What do you have? Oh, look at this. Carpets.
Carpets, blankets, very soft.
Indian, Pakistani?
Indian.
Indian. See? Indians all over the Gulf. Nice to meet you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, that's some of the stuff that they're selling here, of course. See, saris. Saris. Hello, how are you doing, my friend? How are you? Oh, welcome. Thank you. No, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Polite salesman, you see? Very polite, not aggressive. They ask, they want to sell to you. Anyway, so yeah, we're going through the market here on the way to the Synagogue of Bahrain, which is actually quite old and has a very interesting history and a very interesting and at this point tiny community. I don't know that much about it, but I'm going to meet someone there who does know a little bit more than me. So let's go meet Huda. So this is Huda, the local Bahraini woman. Very nice to meet you again.
Good to meet you as well, Alec.
Yes, and we're outside here, the synagogue, the only synagogue in Bahrain, right?
The only synagogue in Bahrain. From my first trip to Jerusalem in 2020,
After the normalization.
after the normalization.
Right. Wow, okay, so here we have it.
So
It says here Shalom in Hebrew.
It says Shalom. So this was done by a Bahraini calligrapher.
Yeah?
And here you have a picture that I'll talk to you about the Sefer Torah later on. We have a picture of Jared Kushner presenting the Sefer Torah to His Majesty the King.
Right.
This was done in August 19 of 2020, 1 month before we signed the Abraham Accords.
And how exciting was that for you to sign the Abraham Accords?
Absolutely amazing. It was something we never thought it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Manama is the hub of Bahrain, it's the capital, and all the Jews actually lived around here. If you go out of here and turn right, the road used to be nicknamed the route of the Jews, Shar al Yahud.
Yeah?
Not because every shop was Jewish, but most of the shops closed on Shabbat because they were Jewish owners, Jewish traders.
Allah. You know, Allah in Arabic means God. It doesn't necessarily mean Muslim God. It just means God in
That's the
general.
word for God, absolutely.
So Jews pray to Allah.
Yep, we pray to Allah.
Look what you have here. If you want a yarmulke,
Yep, has the Ten
a
Commandments.
kippah that says Bahrain on it. I mean, look how small it is. I mean, there's room here for 30 people or something like that. It says that this was given for the peace agreement between Bahrain and Israel.
The Ten Commandments written in Arabic and in Hebrew, but I think this is the first time that it's in Arabic that you will see anywhere around the world.
I saw one in Egypt.
In Arabic?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, then I am wrong. So there's one in Egypt. Here you have the
But it wasn't at a synagogue, it was at a church.
Oh,
Written into the rock there.
okay.
In St. Simon the Tanner Monastery when I visited Egypt.
Yeah.
There was the 10 Commandments. It's in my video actually.
1 kilometer in Bahrain, we have everything. We have the churches, we have the synagogues, we have the temples, we have the mosques. Plus, we have our burial grounds as well. We're all together in life and in death. It's in Arabic.
Oh, wow.
The prayers are actually in Arabic.
But they don't sing the Hebrew.
We do, but if anyone wants to do the Arabic as well, they can follow in Arabic. Yeah.
We don't actually sing the songs in English or in Arabic.
Yeah. No. It's in Hebrew.
Right. So
But we
the
don't-
prayers are still in the original Hebrew. You just
Yeah.
have the Arabic translation alongside if you want to understand more what you're singing. Because sometimes in Judaism, a lot of people, they're praying, but they don't necessarily understand all the
Exactly.
words that they're praying because it's memorized.
Exactly.
So that's what you have over here. And this is an Arabic translated prayer book here in Bahrain. Hada, Sarah, Tuwalid, Adam. So here was born Adam, right?
This one out.
Oh, okay. This is a great way for me to practice my Arabic. It's one of the early chapters.
In 2008, I was appointed as the first ambassador of Bahrain to the United States of America. So we are part of Bahrain is our part of us, and we are part of Bahrain. We've never been put aside or had any issues at all.
So we're talking about a Bahraini ambassador to the U.S. Jewish.
Yeah, and female.
Yeah, and female. Right. Oh. Gold shops everywhere here.
Look at the color of the gold. It's very, very yellow.
Yeah,
Very, very yellow. So
it's like proper.
You see the old Bahrain and then the
Yeah.
new Bahrain at the back in the background. The building is a financial tower.
Because they've been building here in Bahrain a whole series of artificial islands because they don't have that much land territory, especially prime land territory near the city center. So they've been building artificial islands or expanding the coast meter by meter. And that's why they call this place Bab al Bahrain, mean the doorway of Bahrain
The gateway.
or the
Gateway
gateway.
to Bahrain.
But Bab means door or
Yeah.
gates, yeah.
Yeah.
The door or gate. Because that used to be the coast. The coast used to be where Bab al Bahrain is, where the ships would anchor and basically enter Bahrain. And now it's just a gate in the middle of the road because they've expanded the territory of the city thanks to the land reclamation. So that's the end of the gate there, right? So think the seafront used to be here where this gate is.
No, behind this building. That
Yeah.
building used to be the customs, and behind that building used to be the sea.
Right. So behind that building was the shore, but now you can just keep walking. Thank you very much, and
Thank you.
please keep the Jewish community alive
Absolutely.
in Bahrain.
Do visit Bahrain. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah, right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks. All the
Bye.
best.
Have a
Take
great
care.
day. Haji's Cafe, 1950.
Yes, yes.
You have local food? Is it okay? Can I film? Okay, thank you. But you have local food? This is Indian food.
No, Indian, Arabic.
Ah, this, makbous, not curry.
No, no available.
Lamb guzi.
No available, sorry.
No, okay, only biryani. Okay, give us the biryani, please. I'll have the beef biryani.
Yes.
Saffron drink is, what is it?
No available.
No available, no available.
Morning finished. So
Everything finished. Okay. You have here some of the historic pictures from Bahrain. So what the markets used to look like. So notice the prices here. You see 2 Bahraini dinar for some of these dishes. That sounds super cheap, right? The thing is that the Bahraini dinar is the second strongest currency in the world after Kuwait. So 1 Bahraini dinar is worth about $2.3. The currency is so strong that they literally have 3 decimal points after the dot. You see, black tea, 0.150 Bahraini dinar. It's like half a dollar. Thank you. Spices on this dish are very, very unique. Distinct. Well, it's been a long day. So I'm back at my hotel room with some stains here on the curtains and everything. It's got a bit of a rundown charm, doesn't it? But for $26 a night, I'm not complaining after I've seen much more expensive places in the Gulf. This is what a somewhat rundown area of Manama looks like. Closed. Goodness. Anyway, I thought Bahrain would be like the United Arab Emirates, where everything is super new and clean, tip-top. No. You have also the gritty side of things here, which is fine. That's the way I like it. So yeah, time to turn in. Long day tomorrow. Day 2 in Bahrain. And this is what we talked about the other day. Look, we are standing on an artificial island. This is reclaimed land. And this is how they do it. You see? Look. Pile a bunch of rocks and then build on top. And here we have a little island along which one can build this bridge that leads to Bahrain Bay. And that is the fancy part of Bahrain. It tends to be on these artificial islands that sit along the coast. So we're gonna go now and check it out. But look back, you can see those are some of the older mosques and the older buildings over there, the souk, the market. And when you have such a small landmass, we're talking about the third smallest landmass in all of Asia, well, one way you can get more land is just by creating it yourself. That's the new oceanfront after they extended the shoreline this far out. But yeah, you know, okay, fancy buildings. I prefer the old souk, it was more interesting. Oh wow, what we have here, what looks like the most popular coffee shop in Bahrain. The line there to get in, my goodness. So we're on another bridge now, that is Muharraq, which is another city on the other side of the water, as opposed to Manama, which is in that direction. But still, this highway and this island is built atop an artificial island, like everything else that we saw today. Also this area as well, where they have, of course, a fancy mall. How can they not in the Gulf? Okay, enough. Time to get out of here. So we're going now on a bit of a bus journey to Bahrain's most famous site. But this shows you why people here don't take buses. Empty bus. Because they don't really take you to where you need to go. You need to take 2 buses. And the small amount that you need to walk in the heat, taxis, only taxis. Okay, well, it looks like perhaps the bus has actually got me where I need to go. And look, a beach and some type of buggy course. But this is the entrance to Qalat Al Bahrain. There it is, which is the old castle. Unfortunately, it looks like we can only see it from the outside. There's nowhere to enter to see it a little bit up close. And this represents all layers of the history of Bahrain, pre-Islamic and then post-Islamic. And in this era, after the introduction of Islam here in Bahrain, one of the first places, let's say outside the Arabian Peninsula, because this is technically an island, to adopt Islam, where something absolutely insane happened here related to the history of Islam. Now, if you're a Muslim, you might know what I'm talking about, and you still maybe don't, but if you're not Muslim, you almost certainly don't know. In the year 966, a group known as the Karmatians were settled in this area, sacked Mecca, and took with them the most holy relic of the religion of Islam, pretty much, which is the black stone that is inside the Kaaba, which is that larger black structure right in the middle of the main mosque in Mecca that everybody walks around during the Hajj. In one of the corners, there's a little metallic cover inside which is the black stone that is, well, we don't know exactly what it is. It might be some type of meteorite. It might have been something that was important to the people who were there before the time of the Prophet Muhammad. I'm not sure. But now when people are circling that structure, they all want to touch the stone. It's covered, right? But want to touch that metallic case inside which is the stone. And that stone was taken by those who came and conquered Mecca and brought back here to the area of Bahrain and held for a certain number of years until at one point, for a reason that we don't understand, it was given back. But after it had been broken into several pieces. So now, the most important artifact that we have there in the central part of Mecca, the black stone, is broken into several pieces inside the metallic case. Something that happened here on the island of Bahrain. Ourselves a nice place here with a view on the beachfront next to the Bahrain fort. And we were talking there earlier a little bit about the history of Islam here in Bahrain, but out of all the countries here in the Gulf and also places like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, this is probably the most liberal of those states. It's quite easy to buy here alcohol. You have bars and clubs and a few other things also happening here at nighttime in the party district that I think we need to check out. Hello, my friend.
Hi.
Yes.
You see this Bahrain?
Yeah, it's not big, but there's a lot going on.
Bahrain is not big, but Bahrain is a very historical country. And
Yeah.
Bahrain has very oldest history in the Gulf.
Club Wrangler, best hip-hop club in Bahrain, it says. So here we are, we're in the party district of Jufair.
Welcome.
Thank you. Whoa. So we're not going to go in that club just yet. There are people coming here, fancy cars. Where's the best club in Jufair? Where's the best club in Jufair?
Backside there.
Which one? Wrangler? Wrangler?
No, Bangalore, no.
What's it called? Give me a name, please.
1 minute, one. Rocky.
Rocky
customer.
Rocky this way, no?
This way, on the way, go straight
Okay.
and left.
We're gonna go check out Rocky Balboa. Say thank you, Pakistani guys. Best of luck.
Welcome.
Have a good night out. Thank you. So this cost me over $10 for Heineken. Perhaps it's kind of like what they do in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, where they make the alcohol very expensive because they don't really encourage drinking in these kind of places. All right, so a little underwhelming, the nightlife here in Bahrain. But before we go, we have a chance here to see the Grand Mosque of Manama. Wow, really beautiful, huh? All lit up at nighttime. During the day, you can also go inside. I heard it's really beautiful inside. Obviously now we can't, but get a chance to see it up close. And well, hopefully someday I'll get a chance to visit the Grand Mosque. It was a very short stay. I didn't have time, but I hope you enjoyed this video. So see you around, guys. Bye-bye.